जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधरी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधरी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचरी यमुना तीर वनचरी जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितानेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी भानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। आराध्यो भगवान् ब्रजेशतनयत्तद्धाम वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधुवर्गेण या कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमपुमार्थो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्रादरो न परः। कदा द्रक्ष्यामि नन्दस्य बालकं नीपमालकं लसततिलकभालकं पालकं सर्वसत्त्वानां कदा कदा द्रक्ष्यामि नन्दस्य बालकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जय ओम कृष्णपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ब्रजेसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। द्वारका धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगामय जमुनामय की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेटेड बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hari. I welcome exalted Vaishnavas, and everyone else also exalted. You are all residents of Vrindavan, so you must be all exalted devotees, Vaishnavas. you are with Krishna Balaram, right? You are associates of Krishna Balaram. So I welcome and thank each one of you for your presence and please pray so that I could say something worthwhile. So, some special lecture series, Bhagavatam series are on, and each day some new theme, or you could say theme, and today is the 10th canto, chapter 82. Krishna and Balaram meet inhabitants of Vrindavan. Is the title of the chapter. And then I was thinking, even before I say anything, quite a befitting, quite appropriate chapter or theme. We are kind of in the middle of Balaram's appearance. Balaram has just now appeared. Sri Balaram Purnima Mahotsava Ki. And Krishna is just now coming. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahotsava Ki. So we are in the middle of one Purnima and one Ashtami. So, which is already making us Krishna Balaram conscious. And then here you go, is a chapter also. I suppose this to make us more conscious of Balaram. So Krishna Balaram meet the residents of Vrindavan. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to find out about this meeting. So we're supposed to be doing overview or whatever. Or summarize the chapter, overview of the chapter. I think we have full freedom. Nothing has been specified. So to begin with, we will read summary of the chapter. That will give you overall picture of this meeting. Okay, and then we'll talk. This chapter describes how Yadavas and many other kings met at Kurukshetra during a solar eclipse and discussed the topics concerning Lord Krishna. It also relates how Krishna met Nanda Maharaj and other residents of Vrindavan at Kurukshetra and gave them great joy. So we also are looking forward to joy. This joyous occasion. So this Bhagavatam is going to be sharing that joy. Shukdev Goswami is going to be sharing their joy with us. Well, today is our turn. Hearing that total eclipse of the sun was soon to occur, people from all over Bharatvarsha including the Yadavas, converged at Kurukshetra to earn special pious credit. After the Yadus had bathed and performed other obligatory rituals, they noticed that King Matsya, Ushinara, and other places had kings of the utmost, Matsya, Ushinara, and other places had also come, as well as Nanda Maharaj and cowherd community of Vraj, who were always feeling intense anxiety of separation from Krishna. They also had arrived, was noticed by the Yadavas. So, residents of Vrindavan have gone to Kurukshetra. Vrindavan Dham ki jai, from Vrindavan to Kurukshetra to meet Krishna Balaram. The Yadavas overjoyed to see all these old friends and embraced them one by one as they shed tears of happiness. Are you listening, right? I'm sure you are. Otherwise, why you would be here? But as we hear, we should be getting some picture. There is some embracing going on. And as they embraced, what are they doing? They're shedding tears. And are we shedding tears? Maybe our eyes are getting closed and anyway, I want to say all that. When Queen Kunti saw her brother Vasudeva and other members of her family, she put aside all her sorrow. Yet still, she said to Vasudeva, "Oh brother, I'm so unfortunate because all of you forgot me during my tribulations. Alas." Listen to this. Even once relatives forget a person whom providence no longer favors. Vasudeva replied, "My dear sister," is responding, "everyone is merely a plaything of fate. We Yadavas were so harassed by Kamsa that we were forced to scatter and take shelter in foreign lands. So there was no way for us to keep in touch with you. Sorry. We could have, but what could we have done? When we had to get scattered and there was no online, no SMS, so we couldn't get in touch with you. The kings present were struck with wonder upon beholding Lord Krishna and his wives, and they began to glorify the Yadavas for having gotten the Lord's personal association. Seeing Nanda Maharaj, the Yadavas were delighted, and each of them embraced him tightly. What do you read? Vasudeva also embraced Nanda with great joy and remembered how when Vasudeva was tormented by Kamsa, Nanda had taken his sons Krishna and Balaram under his protection. Balaram and Krishna embraced and bowed down to Mother Yashoda. Each one is like a scene, right? So many scenes here. So this audio has to become video. And of course it depends how we are hearing, how attentively we are hearing, and how faithfully we are hearing, and all those factors make all the difference. How much audio is becoming video or turning into video. Balaram and Krishna, okay, we did it. But they're, okay. So as they embraced, Krishna and Balaram embraced Mother Yashoda. But their throats, Krishna Balaram's throats, choked up with emotion. And they could not say nothing to her. Nanda and Yashoda lifted their two sons onto their laps and embraced them. And in this way, they relieved the distress of separation. Rohini and Devaki both embraced Yashoda, and remembering the great friendship she had shown them, told her that the kindness she had done by raising and supporting Krishna and Balaram could not be repaid, even with the wealth of Indra. Then Supreme Lord approached the young cowherd girls in a secluded place. He consoled them by pointing out that he is all pervasive, being the source of all energies, and thus he implied that they could never be separated from him, having been at long last reunited with Krishna. The gopis prayed simply to have his lotus feet manifested in their hearts. That's the end of this. Summary. Hari Hari. So finally the union is taking place. Family reunion. No? Before that was what? There was a separation. Separation lasted for a long, long time. And especially the residents of Vrindavan were then missing Krishna and Balaram more and more with each day, passing of each day. Sri Krishna Balaram Ki. I think if this part is reunion part. No? Residents of Vrindavan meeting Krishna Balaram. I think this could be understood, appreciated, if we could first understand. Hari Yatha Gaur Premanande. Yeah, first understand the separation part. And what they were going through. Not having Krishna and Balaram in Vrindavan, in the midst of them, and meeting with them every day or playing with them every day, or trying to catch hold of him as he did his stealing butter pastimes, and the rasa dances were not happening, and a lot of things were not happening. From that day onwards, that Akrura had come. Akrura comes to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So, story begins with that one. And as Krishna and Balaram were finally leaving, they had tried their best to stop the chariot, holding the wheels or holding the horses or grabbing the neck of Akrur. Who gave you this name Akrur? Akrur means very kind person. But you are unkind, you are cruel, not a cruel. You are taking our prananath. You are taking our prana, our life, away from us. Anyway, they tried their best. But Krishna and Balaram did leave, saying, Aya say, just now coming. And then he was in Mathura, and he did his business, killing of Kamsa. And of course, naturally, all those who had come from Vrindavan, not only Krishna and Balaram, but Nanda Baba and the cowherd boys and cowherd men also had gone to Mathura to join this festival, a wrestling match, and other festivities had been organized, and there was an invitation from Kamsa, and bring some cow products, bring buttermilk, and he had sent invitation like that. So they had also gone, and then those festivities over, and time to return to Vrindavan. And to great surprise of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna says, Eshyama, we'll come to see our relatives. Not coming with you now, but we will come. And that was heartbreaking experience for Nanda Maharaj and others. They were expecting Krishna and Balaram would go with them, but they are staying behind. And then they stayed behind for 18 years in Mathura. And some exchanges of correspondence, communication was on. Anyway, we can't discuss all the details here. One time, Who was sent with the message? Buddha was sent with the message. Anyway, we'll not also give the details what the message was. But the Brajabasis were really missing Krishna. And everything was like awakened. Shunyayitam jagat sarvam Govinda virahena me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has expressed these feelings of separation. As a resident of Vrindavan, or on behalf of residents of Vrindavan, or as even Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying this, Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda. And then after 18 years, instead of returning, he did not return for 18 years, and he moves on. Ranchor. So for 18 times he was battling with Jarasandh. 18 time, I think if I go like this, it's not going to work. It's not a 7-day katha, right? I had to make the point, get to the point. But I'm just saying how, what Vrindavan Vasis were going through, the pangs of separations were so intense. So then Krishna moves to Dwarka. He leaves the battle. He did not show any interest in the battling with Jarasandha, just routine business, year after year, the killing and battling. So 18th time he just left the battle. And then Jarasandha is the one who's Ranchor. What did he say? Could he say? He must have pointed out like that also. Could you do that? Little interactive, just little to get you into the mood or get off your sleep. So then Krishna is in Mathura, and the marriages have taken place, and the children and grandchildren, and he's Dwarkadhish now, he's a king of Dwarka, and has a parliament to attend, and household affairs, and the killing of demon also, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha. Killing demon business is also part of his agenda. So he's busy. But of course, as we know, from several sources, Brihad Bhagavatam of Sanatana Goswami, what Krishna also was going through. He was also missing Vrindavan. Or his body was in Dwarka, but his spirit, of course, again, you may say, there's no difference between spirit and body of the Lord. Maharaj, what are you? Don't you understand the basic philosophy? Krishna's body is in Dwarka and his spirit is in Vrindavan. Hari. But you understand, right? His heart is in Vrindavan and he's missing Vrindavan. But he cannot leave. Also, he has reasons why not to go. And then he sends Balaram one time. From Mathura he had sent Uddhav one time. And from Dwarka he sent Balaram to meet the residents of Vrindavan. Balaram had spent 2 months here, consoling, pacifying residents of Vrindavan. And reminding them of Krishna's promise. And Rupa Goswami Prabhupada says, promise is promise. Krishna had promised, right? To gopis, first of all, just now coming, and to Nanda Maharaj, yes, I will be coming to see the relatives very soon. And like that, so he must return. He is going to return for sure. Promise is promise. So finally he's going to be returning. So Balaram comes and returns. So residents of Vrindavan, like this, almost 100 years, 90 years, Krishna is away from Vrindavan. And they were expecting, and residents of Vrindavan were expecting Krishna every day. Yashoda was cooking breakfast. Oh, he didn't come for lunchtime. By lunchtime, he should be here. So then she would cook lunch. Oh, he didn't come. Oh, for sure, by this evening, he would be cooking dinner. So like that, and the gopis are expecting him, preparing garlands. The cowherd boys are missing as they are herding the cows. Or even the cows are missing Krishna as they are on the top of Govardhan hill. They are looking in the direction of Dwarka Dham Ke. And they're saying, when is he coming? Why is he not coming? Why is Krishna not coming? And what we say is nothing. This is not really description of what Brajavasis are going through. We are just trying to touch something. Or how do we know? What do we know? Or how much do we know? We read something and we try to repeat, but only residents of Vrindavan know themselves what they are going through. So then also while Krishna and Balaram were still in Dwarka, there's correspondence. Initially postman used to walk from Dwarka to Vrindavan, deliver the letters, then he would take replies and walk back to Dwarka. Taking a lot of time, right? Then the postal service was upgraded by Krishna for a swift. The postmen were given horses. Now they were riding on the back of the horses. And speed post. In India, they had one time a speed post. So then, one time the residents of Vrindavan received communication from the Lord. Oh, there is a solar eclipse in Kurukshetra at such and such time. And I will be going there. I know for you Dwarka is very far, far away. But Kurukshetra is not that far from Vrindavan. So what about coming to Kurukshetra? We could meet there. Krishna wrote these letters, handwritten, not typed. Typed means impersonal. Sometimes there were days I was getting my letters typed. For those who were receiving my personal handwritten letters, they were complaining, "You're not writing your own letters now? You're only getting them typed." So Krishna hand wrote those letters. put them into envelope personally and to Radharani. This is Nanda Maharaj, Subal. So like that he sent letters extending their Krishna's invitation to come to Kurukshetra, and when they received the news of Krishna's coming to Kurukshetra, you think they became happy? Yes? No? Doesn't make difference to you? Whatever. It's his business. Oh, they jumped. They were delighted and excited, and they got ready and boarding their ox carts. They all rushed. Bullock cart races, racing happened via Indraprasth, present day Delhi, Palwal and Delhi, and what are other towns on the way? Sonipat, Panipat, Karnal, and they are there. Gopair anahastha arthair idrikshaya. And this is what Shukadeva Goswami is now talking. The first part of this chapter is everybody arriving, all kings arriving, residents of Dwarka arriving, and residents of Dwarka are arriving in the chariots and riding elephants and horses, and it's a great procession. And they're meeting, they're camping, their tents, and all that is described. And bathing in Surya Kund there. There's a famous Surya Kund in Kurukshetra. Surya Kund, solar eclipse, solar sun, total sun eclipse. It's in Kurukshetra, there's Surya Kund. So that was their destination, to take holy dip in their Surya Kund. So they have all done that, and they're meeting. Different kings are meeting. Residents of Hastinapur are meeting. And Ushi, Nara, and here, there, as we heard some description in introduction. So that's the first part, half of the chapter. And then later half is Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sri Shuka Uvacha. There are two Shuka Uvachas are there. There was no need of having these two, but there is, because there's no question raised or there's no dialogue happening. Krishna is talking and talking. But I think that why that is two Shuka Uvachas are there, because the first meeting is with Nanda and Yashoda, Krishna Balaram meeting with Nanda Yashoda, and the second one is meeting with gopis. Very special meeting in secluded place. So there are, Shukadeva Goswami has again briefly described. So there is now Krishna and Balaram. They had arrived first. They were the first one to arrive, along with the other Yadavas from Dwarka. They're waiting. Krishna Balaram also was waiting for residents of Vrindavan coming, and now they are ox cart after ox cart after ox cart, Bailgadi, pouring in. and they're jumping off, getting down from the cart, and what is on their mind? They have not gone there for solar eclipse. They don't care for solar eclipse or no solar eclipse, sun eclipse. They are interested in Krishna Suryasam, Krishna Suryasam, Krishna who is sun himself. He is their sun and he is like sun, S-U-N, S-O-N. He is their sun and he is like sun. And this is all that the residents of Vrindavan are thinking. And Krishna Balaram is also eagerly awaiting their arrival. So as they have come face to face, let's talk only of Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Nanda Maharaj and Krishna and Balaram. Of course, everyone else is also there, right? Large gathering. Sukadeva Goswami is kind of zeroing in on, he's focusing on this Drishtva. So as they have seen Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda and Krishna and Balaram, they have seen each other. Krishna Ramo Parishvajya Pitaro Abhivadyacha. Nicely trained children. As soon as they have seen Krishna and Balaram, they have seen Nanda, Yashoda. You are seeing them also? Yes? Nanda, Yashoda is there, and Krishna, Balaram is there. So Krishna and Balaram they have offered their obeisances. Pranam, not just pranam like that, but bowing down at their feet. And the embracing has happened. And as that happens, na kinchan uchatuhu premna sashru kanto. Krishna and Balaram could not utter a word. They wanted to say so much, but their voices, we're not talking about some Vaishnava, some devotee, and his voice is getting choked up. Kiva Shiva Shuka Narada Preme what? Gada. The Shiva, Shuka, Narada, they have come. Arati Keshobha. Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Arati is taking place, and all these exalted Vaishnavas are there. And while singing, their voices are getting gad. The voices are getting choked up. So these are the Vaishnavas, these are devotees. But here, we are hearing that the Lord's voice is getting choked out. It's full of feelings and emotions, and he is full of Yashoda conscious. They're full of Nanda Baba conscious, right? They are, Nanda Baba, Yashoda are Krishna conscious, and Krishna and Balaram are what? What are they? Yashoda and Nanda Baba conscious. And as they have become conscious, as they are seeing them, and that must have reminded them of so many wonderful dealings of Yashoda and Nanda Baba with them. Hari 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 Bol. What time is it? Better we not look at it. Yeah, their voices are getting choked up. We are talking about Krishna and Balaram meeting residents of Vrindavan. And as they meet, see what is happening. Sadhavo rudayam mayham sadhunam rudayam tvaham. This he has already declared in Bhagavatam. Sadhus, sadhu, 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 sadhu. Say sadhu, 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 sadhu. Also meaning nice, wonderful, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhus, devotees, sadhus. So Krishna says, sadhus, devotees are my heart, or they are in my heart. And what about their heart? I am in their heart. Or I am their heart. So this is the relationship. This is the relationship. Of course, this one is a very loving relationship, dealing. So not only I love you, Krishna, I love you, Lord. Lord in the heart. I want to see you. Who said that? Oh Lord in the heart. I want to see you. That reminds you of somebody? So not only devotee loves the Lord, what about Lord? Does he love anybody, or is he just above all this? He has any feelings, emotions, thoughts? If he doesn't have, then that is Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Where I do not act, have no form, I do not think. But Supreme Personality of Godhead, He loves His devotees. And devotees love Him. So in this meeting, we are seeing that exchange of love as they are meeting. Okay, that's how much we could say about this first meeting with the Krishna, Balaram and Nanda Yashoda. The other meeting of Krishna is with the gopis. Gopescha Krishna upalabhya. So Krishna has privately met all the gopis, and Radharani is there. This is a kind of Chaya Radha, Chaya gopis. Question arises, they are not supposed to be leaving Vrindavan, not one step outside Vrindavan. So that meeting was yet another extraordinary meeting with the gopis. Initially, Krishna is talking. His message or his address to gopis is very similar to Uddhav Sandesh. Krishna had sent Buddha with a message. Oh, I know, I am everywhere. I am all pervading. You just have to do dhyan like yogis do, and you will be with me. We cannot be separated. So Krishna is repeating those kind of statements also in Kurukshetra. And Krishna is like that. And then Mai bhaktiri bhutanam amritatvaya kalpate, very famous statement from Bhagavatam. It is right here. They become free, amritatvaya kalpate, and dishtya yad asinam sneho bhavatinam madapanaha. And as you in fact, your bhakti for me is all attractive, is attracting me to you. One of the symptoms, the characteristic of bhakti is what? Krishna Karshini, right? You remember Krishna Karshini? You have done Bhakti Shastri course. You study Nectar of Devotion, the 6 symptoms. Also they are Krishna Karshini. The bhakti attracts Krishna. So Krishna is talking to the gopis. Your bhakti for me is all attractive. I'm getting attracted to you. So that way he's glorifying gopis, trying to pacify gopis, and he has said more things. And then I will only say what gopis said in response, again, briefly, and this is how the chapter ends. Now you will have to, it's homework for you. You'll have to study this chapter yourself in depth. Amazing chapter. The gopis are saying, glorifying Ahushya. Gopis said, Hey Nalina Nabha Padara Vinda. Your lotus navels, and one with the lotus feet, and lotus this, lotus that. Oh Lord, and you are asking us to do the dhyan like yogis. We can't do that. We can't do that. So please appear, in our minds. So we'll be going home after this meeting. Again, we'll go back to Vrindavan, to our home, and we'll be busy with our household affairs. They also say samsara kupa, will be part of that dark, deep well. But my dear Lord, please appear in our heart. Let your lotus feet appear in our mind, they say, in our mind. Savai manaha Krishna padaravindayo. Like Ambarish Maharaj, you would always remember the lotus feet of the Lord, hold them in his heart, meditate upon. So may we be able to do so as we return to Vrindavan. And if I'm permitted, I want to say a little bit. Just bring to your attention that not much is said here, or said in codified language or briefly, because Sukadeva Goswami also did not have unlimited time at his disposal. is in 10th canto, chapter 82. So there's only another 1 day or so to go before a snake bird is going to be coming. And he's going to be biting, and that's going to be the end of his katha also. And he has to wind up. So he's summarizing. So what Shukdev Goswami has summarized, said briefly, the gopis must have said so many more things. There's just one statement is given here. So where to find more? And one place we find this is Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's time of Ratha Yatra, Jagannath Ratha Yatra Mahotsava ki, and Krishna is seated in the chariot as who? Jagannath, Jai Jagannath. And Radharani is in the front of the chariot in the form of Mahaprabhu. And same dialogue that was taking place in Kurukshetra between Krishna and Radharani and gopis. There's more said by Radharani here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. And Krishna also has said more. It's like a commentary. Or what has been said in Bhagavatam is kind of unpacked in Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? That is why Prabhupada also says Bhagavatam is what course? Graduation. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is what? Post-graduation. And if I thought I had marked it, supposed to be 17th chapter. Okay. Pray that I find it. I got it. Thank you for your prayers. So the same verse which we just pointed out, Nalina Nava Padara Vinda, the end, the last verse of the chapter, which is a statement of Radharani. Here in Jagannath Puri, Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani. Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam. In the mood of Radharani, the mood and emotions of Radharani, same verse Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now is going to be speaking in Bengali. Says, Anera Ridayaman Moraman Vrindavan. Very famous statement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri at the time of Ratha Yatra. Now others have their heart is mind. Others, many people, their heart is their mind. But Radharani here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Mora Man Vrindavan. But my mind is Vrindavan. My mind is equal to Vrindavan. Mane vane eka kari jani. Mane vane. Mind and the forest, ek. It's one. So the prayer was that could you manifest your lotus feet in my mind? But my mind is Vrindavan. So what is the hint that Radharani is giving? I want to see your lotus feet in Vrindavan. Meaning, I want you in Vrindavan. And this is where we hear, oh, you are the same Krishna. I'm same Radharani. But it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. something is missing. Something is missing. What is missing? Vrindavan Dham ke. Vrindavan is missing. We should be meeting in Vrindavan, not in Kurukshetra. We should be meeting in Vrindavan. Taha tomar, and it is kind of very clearly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radharani is saying in Jagannath Puri, Taha tomar padadvaya karaha yadi udaya tabe tomar purna kripa mani. And if you could place your 2 lotus feet in Vrindavan, then I will consider that you have your full mercy and kindness upon me and, of course, upon all the gopis and all the cowherd boys and Nanda Baba Yashoda and the cows and the peacocks and. Braja amara gamana taha tomara sangama na paile na rahe jivana. Braja amara sadhana. We reside in Vrindavan. Taha tomara sangama. And if we could meet, unite in that Vrindavan, back to home, back to home, back to what? Back to home. Hari. Sadhan. Sadhan means what? Sadhan is home. So, Radharani said, back to home. Back in Vrindavan. Na paile na rahe jivan. And if you do not come, don't put your feet there and don't give your association darshan there, then there's no meaning to our life. We'll be lifeless. And there is much more. There's much more. And this section is a very special. What Radharani has to say. And this is, and you know what is happening, right? That Rath Yatra time, what is, wherever Rath Yatra starts, that starting point is either Kurukshetra or Dwarka. And wherever Rath Yatra ends, in Jagannath Puri, it ends where? Gundicha. And Gundicha is Vrindavan. And those who are pulling the chariot, who is pulling the chariot? Brajabasis are pulling the chariot. Who are they bringing back to Vrindavan? Krishna, Balram, Subhadra are at least attempting. But I think they became successful in Jagannath Puri. In Kurukshetra, they did not become successful. But they became successful in Jagannath Puri. So the continuation of this chapter, 82 of the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, then we have to turn to Chaitanya Charitamrita, Rath Yatra festival, and then dialogue kind of continues. Krishna and Radha, the dialogue continues there. So we know that third time he's going to be promising. He had promised to the gopis just now coming, Ayase. Then he had promised Nanda Maharaj and cowherd men in Mathura, I will be returning. And third time in Kurukshetra, also he's going to be promising. Yes, yes. And I close. Why did I close? Yeah, then after Radha speaks here, Krishna is going to be speaking in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Krishna is going to be saying that Ache dui chari jan taha mari Vrindavan ailam ami janihan nishchay. He is saying this in Kurukshetra. You know, Radharani and gopis, you know, there are only 4 or 5 demons are yet to be killed. They are on my hit list. So as soon as they are killed, for sure, I'll be back in Vrindavan. So now let me go. I'm sorry, I had to return to Dwarka. But those few remaining demons killed, and I will be back. And this is what happened. Residents of Vrindavan returned empty-handed, empty pocket. They had gone with the determination. This time we meet him. We'll not let him go to Dwarka. We'll drag him, bring him to Vrindavan. He will be seated in the chariot, and we will get rid of the horses. Who will become the horses? We are even ready to become donkeys, whatever it takes to bring him. We'll play that role. So that was determination, but then Krishna is very tactful and powerful and tricky and this and that and sweet speaker. So they could not bring him. So the residents of Vrindavan returned, residents of Dwarka are returning. And then Krishna has killed those few more demons. And the last demon that Krishna killed, for that he had to come to Vrindavan. You know which one? Dantavaktra. There's a place not far from here. It's called Datiha. As we go on Parikrama, Brajamandapa, you have to come to Brajamandapa, then you get to know all these things. Where Dantavaktra used to reside. And Dantavakra and Shishupal. This is the Jai Vijay appearing 3rd time. Shishupal and so when Shishupal was killed in Hastinapur at the time of Rajasuya sacrifice, beginning of the Rajasuya sacrifice, and as the news reached others and Dantavaktra, then he wanted to kill that Krishna who killed Shishupal. And he became so frustrated and angry. And he wanted to go to Dwarka, but he lost the sense of direction. And he was just going round and round and not making any progress. And then comes Narad Muni. Narayana, may I help you, sir? Why not? I want to go to Dwarka. What for? I want to kill that Krishna. And then Narad proposed, you don't have to go. What if I bring Krishna here and you kill him here? Oh, sounds nice proposal. So Narad Muni had gone to Dwarka, gave this news to Dwarkadish. That someone want to kill you, please go. No. Make his job easy. So no issue. Krishna had come, riding in his chariot. First he had gone to Vishram Ghat, and what did he do? Krishna dumped all, that happened later on. So he goes to Datiha and he kills Dantavaktra. And he had a follower or brother also. There's some name I forgot. They were also killed. And then Krishna goes to Vishramghat. He dumps all his weapons into Jamuna. The killing part, that mission is over. Paritranaya sadhu vinashaya cha duskritam, finished. And now Krishna heads towards Vrindavan. So from Mathura, Vishramghat to Vrindavan he comes, riding in his chariot and blowing the conch shell, Panchajanya. And what had happened, the residents of Vrindavan, they had returned from Kurukshetra. They did return to Vrindavan, but they did not go to their homes. At the entrance of Vrindavan, they were waiting. They were waiting. Krishna has promised and he is going to be coming soon. So we better be, all ready to receive him, our grand reception. So they were waiting. And as they heard the blowing of the conch shell, and they recognized, this is Krishna's Panchajanya. And they became really excited and eager and great anticipation of meeting Krishna in Vrindavan, and the chariot, which was kind of running very swiftly. Krishna also was very anxious to get back home, back to Vrindavan, meet the residents of Vrindavan, everybody in Vrindavan. And as the residents of Vrindavan, they saw the chariot coming in their direction, they all started jumping and saying, Ayore! 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 Meaning what? He has come. Hey, he's here. Krishna is here. Krishna is here. Krishna is here. And then Krishna had jumped off the chariot. And once again, they had met in Kurukshetra just recently. Nanda, Baba, Yashoda, everybody, and now this is a real meeting, final meeting, which they were awaiting for so many, many, many years. That meeting has taken place. And so this way, Krishna and Balram meets residents of Vrindavan in Kurukshetra, as well as Krishna and Balram. Balram is not here this time, only Krishna. I think that's what Krishna meets. Krishna meets residents of Vrindavan in where? Vrindavan. That one was Kurukshetra, this one is Vrindavan. So we wanted to bring Krishna back to Vrindavan and be happy, be joyful. Hari Hari. And meet that Krishna and Balaram, right? Have you met? You all have met? Keeping you. Sri Krishna Balaram ki. You are with him, so you are meeting every day, greeting every day. We were also away from Krishna and Balaram, who knows for how long. Birth after birth after birth after birth after birth. And then our meeting with Krishna Balaram has been arranged, and that fulfilled by Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada gave us Vrindavan. Vrindavan also gave us Krishna Balaram. Or he made Krishna Balaram appear here in the form of Krishna Balaram. We were there, and that Saraswati story, Prabhupada Krishna. And Prabhupada was hiding a doll, some Jagannath doll or something. And Saraswati, that daughters. You have Krishna. She was talking, there was a doll, Krishna doll, was around, and the Prabhupada took it when she was playing. Prabhupada took it and hid somewhere. And she was saying, Prabhupada, you have Krishna. Prabhupada, you have Krishna. You have Krishna. And then Prabhupada gave, okay, here is Krishna. Take Krishna. So like that, Prabhupada gave Krishna, Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar ki, Gaur Nitai ki, to the whole world. And luckily we were on the list, so we also, this is a great fortune. And the cause of our great fortune is Srila Prabhupada. By his divine grace, we are here in Vrindavan, and we are here with Krishna Balaram, and we are serving Krishna Balaram and getting ready to celebrate Krishna's appearance day, Krishna Janmashtami Mahotsava ki. And of course, the following day we'll celebrate Prabhupada's 125th birth anniversary on his Mahavyasa Puja day. Thank you for your patience. And Gaur Premanande, Krishna Balaram ki.